Good day to you. I am the Story Lady, and I will be reading 10 stories, short stories, from my real life. And I hope you enjoy them. And so we will get into the first story. Story 1 is called Not All It's Cracked Up to Be, subtitled A Vow to a Chicken. It all started when she was just a little girl. Doesn't it always start that way? Most severe traumatic problems start when a child is young. You need to know another thing first, though. Catholics are real big on taking vows. Those Catholics take those vows very seriously, at least way back then. Well, it seems that though Mom's family was pretty well off, they farmed a little hen house in their garage, right there in town in the backyard. Maybe they raised them to sell, or their eggs, I don't know. I wasn't told. I had always wondered, though, why that little wooden garage where Grandma's nice car was kept smelled just like a chicken coop. And I later found out as my mother's personal story unfolded. One mystery was to be solved and 1,000 more to go. Anyhow, my mom loved those chickens. She fed and played with them. She had a favorite one too. She even named it. Can you see where this is going? One day, one of her parents went into that chicken coop, took that chicken pet of my mom's, snapped its poor little neck, and that night they ate it for supper. Well, Mom had been at school that day, so she couldn't have saved her pet from that horrible, fated supper platter, you see. She went out the next day, and it didn't take her long to figure it out. Though, how she did that, I don't know. Those white hens all look pretty much alike, if you ask me. Sadly, it seems she had eaten her pet chicken during supper the night before, and Mom was horrified. And so then and there, she vowed never to eat another chicken ever again, in honor of her poor dead chicken pet, which she had eaten for supper the night before. As a married woman, Mom would fry them up, barbecue them, boil them, and make great dishes. She'd bake them with seasonings, and she'd watch us all happily eat up those chicken parts. But she had made that vow to her dead pet chicken, and she believed she wasn't allowed to break it. Not ever. This is true. Every bit of this story is true. Now, ironically, and this part is true also, as it may seem to you very ironic, we 4 siblings once experienced our own terrifying chicken Sunday dinner, and it was very much like the one I just explained, which our very own dear mother had lived through. Funny how history repeats itself. We had been given 4 darling little chicks in our candy baskets for Easter. Well, those chicks grew up really fast. Finally, they weren't exactly pets any longer. They had grown so large that they were constantly chasing our precious dog around the yard when it should have been the other way around. But I guess old Rin Tin Tin thought that he'd best not bother them because they had once been our pets. But no more. We couldn't catch them, let alone hold them. That dog was a very smart dog that way, you see. When we first received those chicks as gifts, they were so cute, yellow, pink, and blue, and green. I thought they were so fluffy and cuddly, but as I think back on that now, they must have gone through some kind of trauma of their own to have been dyed to look the color of dyed eggs. So they had then just gotten too big for us 4 kids to handle. 4 chickens running around, squawking and pecking everyone and everything in our backyard. Dad said he would just take them over to Grandmother's farm where they would be really happy there. And we were content with that, since we could no longer play in the backyard because of them. Well, we went out to Grandmother's house for Sunday dinner one time not long after that, and she proudly announced that all 4 chickens were just what she had needed to make that big spread for Sunday dinner. All 4 of us in unison pushed our plates away from us, wiped off the grimy, greasy chicken fried coating, and screamed, and then ran from that murderous dinner table crying, while everyone but our mother laughed their heads off at our sentimentality. Our mother understood our horror. Bye.